So I've been sick for the last couple of days. You can hear it in my voice. I always tease my family that I sound like I've been a 20-year smoker whenever I get sick. I'm sure it's the asthma. So William invited me to come out here and enjoy the warmth of the greenhouse. Instead of staying in bed wrapped in a blanket like I have done. And I gotta admit, this is way nicer. William's got his walkway. He redid the worm bin last week. Cleaned up some of the patches. And that's going to be my place to sit for the next 40 minutes while William and Enoch do garden work. Say hi, William.
Hello.
Hi, Enoch.
Hi.
Anyway, it's a good day to sit in the greenhouse. William's bringing onions out of the greenhouse while I'm lazing here. It's not lazing. It's called recuperating.
These are the ones I replanted because not enough came up in these. So I did a replant.
So William's raising lots of onions because we actually didn't get as many as we wanted last year. He called it a crop failure, but we still got onions. Was it just a crop failure because some of them didn't do well outside, or what?
Oh, yes, it's a crop failure to me if we don't have enough onions to store the entire winter. And we didn't have that.
So we had a lot of onions, just we decided we needed more. But that's kind of what happens in a garden, right? You decide what you need as you go, and you make adjustments every year. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. What have you got in there?
This is our monthly planting that we plant every month. So there's cilantro, cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, lettuce, green onions. I plant that every month.
Wonderful.
Because that's what we need every month.
Yeah, and it keeps a really nice
Well, we didn't have enough
bit
spinach,
of greens
so
and
this
things.
one has spinach in it.
Yeah, I've been making spinach smoothies the last little while, going through more spinach. But they just taste so good. I like them a lot. I also like chard in smoothies.
And this one's exciting.
And some kale. Not too
These
much
are
kale.
the herbs that I've planted.
Oh, that's
it's not
wonderful.
all the herbs I'm going to plant this year, but I have.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I have oregano, garlic chives, yarrow. I can't. The writing is fading on these. I hate writing it with a permanent marker because it's not permanent.
Yeah.
But then celery. The celery's coming up.
I hope you have as good a stand of celery this year as you have this last year. It's been
We will.
beautiful. I know. I think I've mentioned this before. Everyone talks about crunchy water with string. That's what celery tastes like, but William's celery actually tastes amazing. It's so good.
Homegrown food always tastes better.
It does. It does. Years ago, we had a friend who came and worked with us in the garden, and she took some broccoli home with her. And I remember her coming back the next day and just being floored. She goes, "Oh my gosh, that broccoli was sweet. It's like somebody had sprinkled sugar on it." And we were saying, yeah, when it's fresh, it is incredibly sweet.
See this tool I made?
That is a cool... Hold it up just a little bit so it's against the blue. Yeah, there you go.
That's my weeding tool.
That is a cool tool.
So it has a long handle, so I can just stand back like this, and I don't have to bend over. And I can put that sharpened V-notch right in a weed, and then give it a little push, and it cuts it out.
Can I tell him something that's important? You might want to expound on it.
Go right ahead.
So, one of the things that William teaches in his gardening seminars, and it's just this basic little thing, it's how to weed. See, he's standing up straight, good posture, good body mechanics. He doesn't bend over with his hoe, and I mean, occasionally he does if he has to really work into something, but for the most part, every time I see him working in the garden, he's doing that. He just is really careful with it, really easy with it, and like we have people who they pay We've had people pay over $1,000 to come to a seminar, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that is the most amazing thing." And William and I have gone home, and he said, the most amazing thing was how to stand when using a garden tool. He said, "This is actually why I'm afraid this is why people don't like to garden."
Well, if gardening hurts your body, I wouldn't want to garden either.
Yeah. So, good body mechanics, good tools. And they don't have to be expensive tools. I mean, he just made... What was that from? An old hoe?
So this was an old hoe. They make those hoes that are really broad, and they come out here, they kind of curve down, and then they come out. They're a great big giant hoe. I don't use those. They're hard to deal with. If I'm actually doing any kind of hoeing, I want what is called a beat hoe, and you can't really buy them. You have to go to a farm store, but I'll show you what they look like. It's right here. So it has a different shape. These curve down. The hose you get at the store nowadays, they come out and they have this big curve here. They're broad, and it's like you're trying to move a lot of dirt. I guess they make a good scraper to move stuff around. If you're going to clean off if there's mud on the steps and you're going to scrape it, it might work. But this one is more narrow here, and so you can get between plants. It's just a lot better. This is called a beat hoe. You can buy them, but you have to buy them from like a farm store. And I don't mean Intermountain Farmer, and I don't mean Orscheln's in the Midwest, and I don't mean Tractor Supply. I've never seen these there, and it's terrible because that's the best hoe it made.
Where did we order one online, or is that one you got from your dad?
It came from like 100 years ago. You could buy them.
Yeah,
so
he had to make that
because
couldn't find one.
This is called a swan-necked hoe, and it's really thin and little. And I really like this one.
That one's your dad's. You inherited that from your dad,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, well, I stole it from him.
He doesn't know it was your inheritance. I don't know whether he's watching this video or not.
But this one, I just got the torch out and heated this up so I could bend it to the shape I wanted. Because it used to curve around like a hoe. This used to be coming straight. Then I just got a saw out and chopped the shape I wanted. It's a wonderful garden tool. They make these. You can buy these things at Walmart that are miniature, and they have a little plastic handle that breaks the first time you use it.
Yeah, people have seen them. They use them for dandelions.
And you have these little tiny things. Well, this is just one of those on steroids. This is the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of that. And then there's the stirrup hoe. Is this turning into
it's great.
A tool?
This is really good.
I don't even know who you're filming for.
I just figured I'd put it on YouTube.
So this is a stirrup hoe, or a...
Put it up against the blue so people can see it really good.
I don't know where blue
That's
is.
perfect right there.
So this is a stirrup hoe, or a...
hula hoop hoe, right?
Yeah, thanks. A hula hoe. This is pretty good. I use this hoe quite a bit. You can buy these nowadays.
Yeah.
They make these. The problem is they have a short handle. Look where this handle is.
Oh, I can't turn it sideways.
So this is on my feet. The swan-necked hoe, that one's at the ground too. You want a handle that is as tall as your head, or the ergonomics don't work. Because right now with this hula hoe, if I get down to the ground, if I'm on ground level and I want a hoe, I have to bend over because I don't have enough.
So you actually need an extra 2-3 inches on that for it to be properly proportioned.
So a handle like this one is great because you can get out there, you can keep your back straight, and you just scrape the weeds out as you need to.
Yeah, so like if you go out to the garden and you've been in the garden for 10 minutes and you're dying and your back hurts, you need new tools. You're not a wimp, you need new tools.
I put a very long handle on this one too, so I can stay straight up, get that on the ground, and just cut the bigger weeds out.
So this summer, when you go to estate auctions or yard sales, look for old garden tools and just put a new good handle on them. See what works for you.
Here's the problem with modern tools. They don't make them. They don't make the handles long enough. You go buy a new handle and it's going to be short.
Yeah.
They're for hobbits, man. You need to make some wizard handles that are long enough.
Big tall staff, right?
Somebody needs to get a sawmill and a woodworking shop and start cutting some long tools.
There you go.
There's those of us who would buy them.
There's a business suggestion for somebody. Oh, here comes Enoch. Where's this gonna go?
Overhand it so I can help you.
Explain what that means.
Life in the greenhouse. Oh, I hope I don't get hit. I'm in the way. There we go. Okay. They're not going to hit me. Guess they're smarter than that. All right. The work continues. There's always something going on in here. Some kind of construction. Strawberries went in last week up in the rocks. I was gone.
Yeah, there's herbs,
Watching a friend's kids for a couple days.
Peas, weeds.
Weeds. There's always weeds.
Here, I'll show you
If your garden doesn't have weeds, it just means you're not gardening.
There's a curly dock right there. I'll run up there and...
Oh, yeah, show us. Okay, where are you going to be at? Oh, wow, there comes another board. Oh, don't hit me. Okay. Oh, he's going to go up his little cool thing he built. Get to see it in use here.
Okay, here's a curly dock. I don't want it up there. And the only reason I'm bending over, I just told you not to bend over, but I am because I can't see it through the table. But, so we just, so there's one out. Now it will grow back from the root, but that's okay. And here's the other one.
That's awesome.
And we'll take the grass out. Anyway, that's hard and awkward to get it under there, but
that's how it works.
It works so nice. It's way better than getting a hoe. If I had a hoe up there, I'd still be chopping.
You don't want it to have to be that hard. Make your gardening easier. It'll be funner. You can enjoy your time in the garden. All right, I'm going to enjoy my time in the garden. I'm going to soak in some sunshine and finish this whole healing up process because I feel like death warmed over. Have a great day.